The Indian women's cricket team created history at the ongoing Commonwealth Games 2022 as they defeated England in the semi-final to secure a berth in the final and the country's first ever medal in the sport at the Games. England may have lost the first semi-final by 4 runs, but the hosts still have a shot at the bronze medal in tomorrow's third place game where they will play the loser of the Australia-New Zealand semi-final. At the Edgbaston cricket ground, England choked at 160-6 while chasing the target of 165. Captain Natali Shiva almost took the game away from India, but her run out in the 19th over of a sharp throw from Smriti Mandhana changed the script. A 30-year-old Indian origin woman allegedly died by suicide in New York, accusing her husband and in-laws of domestic violence. In a heartbreaking video, the woman, identified as Mandeep Kaur, narrated her ordeal and said, "They compelled me to die." In a video allegedly taken before her death, Mandeep Kaur said, "The people responsible for my death are my husband and my in-laws. They did not let me leave. They did not let me live. He has been beating me all along for the last 8 years. I tolerated my husband's torture for the past 8 years thinking that he will improve one day, but this never happened. He has used violence against me for the past 8 years. I tried my best. I am being abused daily and I can't tolerate the torture anymore," Mandeep can be seen heard saying in the video. She also accused her husband of infidelity, adding that, "Still I ignored it and moved here. But here, he started beating me up no matter if he was drunk or not. He continued to have his affairs." Mandeep's maternal family in Uttar Pradesh's Bijnor had tried to intervene. Mandeep alleged that her husband had kidnapped her for 3 days and thrashed her. Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut's wife Varsha was questioned for over 9 hours by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with a money laundering case. After the questioning was over, Varsha Raut said that she and her husband will continue to support Uddhav Thackeray. Varsha Raut was questioned by ED in connection with a money laundering case linked to alleged irregularities in the redevelopment of Patra Chawl and related transactions. The central agency is conducting a probe linked to 1,034 crore rupees alleged land scam related to the redevelopment of the Patra Chawl in Mumbai's Goregaon area. The central agency had issued summons to Varsha Raut earlier this week. Accordingly, she reached the ED office located at Ballad Estate in South Mumbai at 10:40 am on Saturday. After over 9 hours of questioning, Varsha Raut left the ED office. Israeli airstrikes flattened homes in Gaza on Saturday and Palestinian rocket barrages into southern Israel persisted for a second day, raising fears of another major escalation in the Middle East conflict. Gaza's health ministry said 24 people had been killed so far in the coastal strip, including 6 children. The fighting began with Israel's killing of a senior commander of Palestinian Islamic Jihad militant group in a wave of strikes on Friday that Israel said were meant to prevent an imminent attack. So far, Hamas, the larger militant group that rules Gaza, appeared to stay on the sidelines of the conflict, keeping its intensity somewhat contained. Israel and Hamas fought a war barely a year ago, one of 4 major conflicts and several smaller battles over the last 15 years that exacted a staggering toll on the impoverished territory's 2 million Palestinian residents. A bomb blast in a busy shopping street in Afghanistan's capital Kabul on Saturday killed at least 8 people and injured 22. The bomb exploded in a western district of the city where members of the minority Shiite Muslim community regularly meet. Islamic State, a Sunni Muslim militant group, claimed the responsibility for the attack, the group said on its Telegram channel. A senior medical officer at a private hospital said at least 8 people died and 22 were wounded. An Interior Ministry spokesperson said an investigation team was at the blast site to help the wounded and assess casualties. Video footage posted online showed ambulances rushing to the scene, which is also near bus station. The attack came ahead of Ashura, a commemoration of the martyrdom of Hussein, a grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, which is marked mainly by Shiite Muslim.